Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are outside of the house and we are driving to Montebello, Quebec. We're going back. So we had done this trip for my birthday in early September. I shared a little bit of the staycation with you guys in the fall bucket list and we had a good time.
Yeah.
So we are going back. We're gonna be there for a couple of days and it's like the best spot to totally unplug and unwind and go for adventures in the woods and hikes, and I love their pool. They have a spa. There's a lot to do. So we're gonna take you with us every step of the way. So if that's something you wanna see, then just keep watching. So we packed up all of our luggages. We were just going for a couple of nights. So 2 nights and 3 days, which was perfect. So we packed up a couple of duffels and 1 rolling luggage, which was a more than enough amount because you really don't need that much. And we were less than an hour drive, like a 50-minute drive from Ottawa. Super easy drive, really convenient location. And what's really cool about Montebello is the village of Montebello is really, really cute. And there's a lot of other things around it too. So that Wolf Lodge that I mentioned is near here. Mont Tremblant is very near. So it's in a really cool spot, but still so away and tucked away into the country. That's just so whimsical and beautiful. And when you drive up, it's so picturesque and so pretty with all of the lights and just the log cabin. It's incredible. And the staff and the way that you're greeted is just over the moon amazing. And I will say the customer service and the staff are incredible. We loved our room. So we had a Riverview room. It was one of the newer renovated rooms. And what's really cool about the rooms is there's a little fridge and it's spacious enough that there's a seating area. In most of the rooms, there's a seating area. I think the luxury ones have it. And we set up with a little bit of wine that we had brought from home, as well as some White Claws for Andre. And it gives you plenty of room to just lay out your clothes. I always bring an extra blanket. So I brought my little fall cozy blanket with me. And it was just so perfect. So we took our time unpacking. I had brought some pumpkin spice bubble bath and body wash and room spray because I needed to. So I unpacked all of my goodies and I wanted to just give you guys a view of the room because the log cabin look translates into the inside of the building as well, which is really cool, into the ceilings and everything. And even like the windows, we had a view of the river, which was really cute. So as I mentioned, everything in our room was newly renovated. We stayed in a different room last time and it was still just as beautiful, but the newly renovated rooms have a standalone shower and like the fancy mirrors and everything. And the rooms were really comfy and cozy, and Andre and I actually had space to work on our computers in our room. And once we were all set up, we got into our robes and made our way to the indoor pool. That was literally on my #1 list. Yes, the hotel is decorated for Halloween, and I don't know if you just caught that, but that would have scared the bejesus out of me if I had been drinking. So we took our robes, went through the tunnels. So the really cool thing about this hotel is you don't actually have to walk outside if you don't want to. If it's a little bit gloomy or a little bit cold, you can make your way all the way to the spa and the pool area and the gym via tunnel, which is so sweet. The indoor pool, I have to say, is literally my favorite part of this hotel. It's really freaking impressive. By the way, the hotel opened in 1930. Don't quote me on the exact description of everything, but I was reading the history of the hotel. It's so impressive. It's so cool. And just the character and the history of the building is just so pleasant. But this indoor pool is so comfy and so cozy, and it's warm, and the humidity just feels so good. And I could stay in there all day. So I just read my book. My book is phenomenal, by the way. Love it. And Andre actually took some time to do a workout. Then he came in the hot tub with me and we hung out. So it was, the only rule was 1 family per hot tub. That was no problem because there was barely anybody there. And I will say everything was so spick and span, super clean, just so chill. And Andre and I just had such a good time. So we spent a little bit of time in the hot tub. We went back into the pool after. And as you can see, it was literally just us and some of the staff. So after our little hot tub adventures, we made our way back to our seats. We spent some time in the pool. We read a little bit more, and then we took the tunnels back to the actual main hotel. I also wanted to show you the spa. So the spa is right next to the pool. Would have loved to go, but it's not open on Mondays and Tuesdays. Next time though, for sure. So from there, we decided to go for a walk outside. So we went for, there's all these different trails. There's like a 5K trail. There's a lover's trail. It's so cute. They have a full golf course as well. So this trail, we hadn't been on it yet. So I wanted to go along the water. And this trail actually leads all the way into the Montebello village, which if you want to go visit some little shops or some restaurants, which we've been, it's so cute and so beautiful and just very picturesque and very peaceful. It almost kind of reminds me of the Dirty Dancing place where they go as a family, like the cabin. I feel like it kind of has that vibe a little bit. So very cool with all of the fall leaves, and very, very romantic if you are a couple. It's a cool spot to go for sure. So we followed that path and we spent quite a bit of time outside, and thank goodness the day that we arrived was a nice day, because the day after it actually snowed in the morning. It looked like Christmas morning. So one of our favorite rituals is to sit in the lobby. So I got a lot of messages from you guys on Instagram saying, oh my gosh, it looks like Wilderness Lodge. It does. It looks like Wilderness Lodge and smells like the Haunted Mansion. It smells so good in this hotel. It just smells like musk and like ambers and fire and like, oh, it's so cozy and amazing. So this lounge was recently set up and we love it. So I think that they did this just because of the situations. So they set up a little lounge area because the bars in the main lobby were not in operation. But listen, cocktails nonetheless. And you guys, best margaritas of my life, best poutine of my life. If you don't know what poutine is, we need to talk. It's a French Canadian thing, French fries, curds, and gravy. It's amazing. So we would either have our cocktail and set up and work in that lounge, or we would set up and have a little cocktail and chill by the fire right in the lobby, which was so pleasant. Like, we love a good cocktail hour and decompress. And so all day long, they have people going around the main lobby adding firewood to this humongous fire in the main portion of the lobby. Then usually after cocktail hour, we would chill a little bit in the room, and then we would go down to dinner. So again, this is filmed over a couple days. Andre had no fun at all. So this was filmed over a couple days. So this is why you're seeing us in different outfits, but the food was phenomenal. This is a sugar pie. We had wine. We lived it up. We had a great time. The food at Au Champsignol, which is the name of the restaurant, is phenomenal. This is a Montebello coffee. Mentioned that on Instagram. A Montebello coffee, I need to get you the exact recipe. I know that there's coffee and I know that there's Grand Marnier, amongst other delightful situations in there. And then it's rimmed with sugar. It was phenomenal. So Andre and I would then have our Montebello coffee back in the lobby after dinner. Is just so pleasant. The other thing that they do really freaking well there is a really good brunch. So in the restaurant in the morning, and you can also have this as part of a package with your hotel that you have your breakfast included. So that's what we did. And they're just so kind, and they're also so generous and so funny. So we just had the best time. We had an amazing brunch, and the photo that you saw on Instagram of me just lounging in the lobby was right at the morning that we had checked out after our breakfast. We just decided to chill and read a little bit in the lobby and hang out. And we also went for a walk outside and just enjoyed that. But honestly, such a great experience, such a great staycation, and a great way to unplug, and less than an hour from home. So we loved it. I wanted to share this with you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. It was such a great time, and it was such like an honor to be able to share it with you guys as well. That was amazing. I hope that you guys had a good time. I know that this was very like vlog kind of routine video, but let's sit down and chat for like 2 seconds. So Andre and I are supposed to check out today. He's a prince. He's bringing our luggages to the car. We're probably gonna do a little like nature walk today. So there's a lot of trails around here, and they give you like this big map whenever you first check in, and you can follow all the different trails. There's like a lover's trail, there's a mini putt area, there is I think the indoor pool is probably my favorite. I feel like between the spa, the indoor pool, and to be honest, just the restaurants and the lobby, definitely my favorites. So probably one of the best staycation options ever, especially if you're Canadian. You can trek your way down, but so pleasant, nicest people ever. Honestly, we had such a good time, and it was the best little getaway from home. So it's literally an hour away from our home, so it's not that far to drive. Absolutely loved it. I freaking just spent, my number one goal was to spend as much time as possible in the indoor pool area and just read my book, and my book is so good, by the way. So we just thoroughly enjoyed it. It was like the perfect fall getaway. I would love to come back at Christmas time. They're literally putting up Christmas lights this morning outside after breakfast. So we had the greatest time. Food was top notch, service was top notch, everything in terms of cleanliness and the way that they're handling everything was perfection. We're just over the moon, and I can't wait to come back. We had the best time. So I hope that you guys enjoyed our little staycation and traveling with us. And we are literally headed home right now to film more videos. So if you don't want to miss any future videos, definitely make sure that you are subscribed. If you liked this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. I always notice and I always care. So literally right now, go click the thumbs up button, because it makes me so happy to see which videos that you're liking and which ones are your favorites. And don't forget to follow along on Instagram for all the behind the scenes, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye dudes.